One more thing about these Bilderberg group. How can these guys literally think they can get away with all these crimes that they're doing? How come you don't see lawyers out there?
Well, they've gotten away with so much before, because power gets away with power until people finally fight it. I got to jump. Appreciate your call, Julio. Talk to you for hours. I got to get to others. Uni, I believe I'm pronouncing that, in New York. You're on the air.
What's going on, Alex? How you doing, sir?
Good.
I had a question because I haven't been watching your show for too long, but just to be brief, I've been incarcerated before in New York, right? And I hear, I know this is a Patriot show, but I wanted to ask you, because I seen the show that you did with Amy Allen when, the guys you were talking about, some guys that beat her up or something.
Yes.
The question I wanted to know was because I deal with, the hood, and, actually your name is big in my neighborhood and a lot of places in Brooklyn and everywhere else. But anyway, where do the gangbangers, the felons, and so on, people trying to correct the mistakes that they've made fit into this whole picture?
Well,
are they just like the bad guys or
No, absolutely not. I mean, people when they're young, that's why until you're 17, 18 previously, that was sealed. Because there's a lot of founding fathers and famous people that stole watermelons or beat up the neighbor or got caught running moonshine in the old days. And so that's why when you're young, you do stupid stuff. I mean, I was never a criminal, but I stole beer a few times out of golf carts. And, I didn't really start fights, but I probably went overboard a few times, put people in the hospital. And so all of that got sealed. It's no secret. I never got in trouble for stealing beer a few times. I'm just telling that publicly. So none of us are perfect. Nowadays, you get caught stealing beer, you go away for, 10 years, and, they call you Al-Qaeda, and they're now trying to upload the juvenile records so people don't have any rights. But none of us are perfect. A lot of times you're with friends with BB guns walking down the railroad track, and your friends start shooting people's cars with the BB guns, and before you know it, the cops pull up, and you barely get away. I wasn't out shooting people's cars with BB guns, but I was with kids doing it. And that's why the number one, parents need to keep their kids away from other bad kids and explain to your kids, look, you start seeing other kids doing something wrong, it's going to ruin your life. Just leave. So what if your friends are there and they're not going to call you a wimp? You say, I'm going home. But no, you're not bad. The government ships the drugs in, hoping you'll see all the bling, hoping you'll get caught selling them for them so they can put you in their private prison that's bought and paid for with laundered drug money. So they make money at every level of the scam. That's why these guys are master crooks, master architects of corruption. So, no, I don't pass judgment on anybody, sir. I mean, I've done plenty of bad things myself. I mean, I thought I was a tough guy when I was a teenager, that I'd put a few people in the hospital where they could never think straight again. That isn't something I'm proud of now, even if they started we all grow. That's why they want 18-year-olds for the military, because they're young, dumb, and full of you-know-what. And that's why we got to protect our youth and just hope they survive long enough to get wisdom. And so, no, I'm not in judgment here.
Okay, because I was locked up with a lot of rough guys, but you start seeing that they just made bad mistakes, and then I can't tell, because I heard the guy earlier on your show with the the motorcycle gang thing, and I look at it because it's all relative. I know some dudes that's involved with gangs. They good people, but I don't know how to come at them, because if I'm saying, well, if you got locked up for gun possession or whatever, you'll never get a gun anyway.
No, that's bull. They deserve to have guns. It's a criminal system where they set up the society in Chicago and New York run by criminals. The higher ups get the lower levels to do their work for them. Then they take your Second Amendment away. But no, it's all ridiculous. Look, I don't care if somebody's been caught with a gun. That's the government being criminal, making normal behavior criminal. Okay, who I want is Donald Rumsfeld, who said the government's allowed to run child kidnapping rings and DynCorp can do it and nothing's going to be done. Those are the real criminals. The masterminds. Look, I appreciate your call. I got to start getting to this now, or I never will, but we're going to go to Garrett and Cody and Shamer if we have time. But I got to play this. Now, this is Glenn Beck doing his fake crying for Esquire. Or is it GQ? I forget. Is it GQ or Esquire? Point is, they shot video of it. He knew they were shooting it, of him doing fake crying. Now, he does the exact same fake crying almost every night when he says, I love America, we've got to arrest the 9/11 truthers. They're with Al Qaeda, and he goes. So I just wanted to show you this because it's fake. And everything, and he knows he's in the cover of magazines known for crying and his fakeness. He's meant to make conservatives and libertarians look bad at the same time. Here he is making himself cry. But then he's also meant to sucker in a lot of conservatives and people to believe he's good so he can then stab them in the back and say the FEMA camps aren't real. Go ahead and fade the audio up on this.
Instant sadness.
And here he is posing for the cover of a magazine as if he's crying. Yeah, it was GQ. I got the two mixed up.
Try to keep your eyes open. I know it's probably like impossible.
Now, when he's on his show, he's laughing at his viewers staging the crying.
You even got a runny nose.
No, it's running down my eye.
Oh.
Okay, so there he is being faked there. It's all a big joke to him that he's conning everybody and getting $50 million. Now, let's go ahead and go to the other video. And I'm going after this guy because he's a complete phony. I mean, if you're with the New World Order and attacking us, that's fine. Just admit who you are. Him, he's saying he's with us. Now, this is him on Fox. Go right to the part where he's going, I just love America. I'm sad. And he's not really crying. It's fake. Here it is. Oh, we don't have it yet? Here it is. Because all day I've been wanting to play this. Here we go. All right, we'll just come back after the break and play it because that's not the part there. Can we get two computers in there so we can switch back and forth? Because I know we got the worst internet in America in this office. When we come back, we'll try to play it for it. We'll see if we can. All right. It's not my IT people's fault either. The place we chose said they had cable modems and everything. They don't, so all we have is T1s. And I guess T1s are like today's dial-up or something. All right, I'm Alex Jones. Final segment straight ahead. Stay with us.